If you do this for 1 month consistently, there is zero chance you won't at least go up a whole division. So that means if you're gold, you'll be in plat in a month, and in plat, you'll be in emerald in a month, an emerald diamond. This method works for any rank, any role, any champion. Well, if it's so amazing, why isn't every player talking about it? Well, it's not sexy.
Oh my god.
It's not clickbait. It's not easy. It's not fast, and it's hard work. But if you're someone who wants fast, easy, quick results with like no hard work put in at all, then this video is not for you, and you should probably click off or go somewhere else, because I'm not really interested in talking to that kind of person, and I feel like this video will just piss you off, if anything, bro. Now he's gone. I'm telling you, I get that guy every single one of my ranked games. Please, 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 Riot, do something. Comment your rank in the description right now. Grind this process for a minimum of 1 month and post and reply to that original with your new rank. And I want to see how many people use this video and grow. Bro, if you're watching this in like a year, it must look crazy, bro. It must look crazy. Okay, now, the way this method works is through discipline and consistency. If at any point during like you doing this challenge or you doing this process, if at any point you don't and skip a day, it's equivalent to going to boxing and instead of warming up and skipping and doing your jabs and your pad work before you sparred, you just went straight into sparring. Like, you literally just put on your shorts and went straight into the ring. You wouldn't do that, and you're gonna f up and you're going to lose that fight. You are not going to do your sparring well. I know I'm saying boxing because I was a boxer, but this applies to anything, dance, whatever. It's the same with this. When you use this approach, you will not skip any day doing the full approach. It will not work if you only do one thing once a week. No, every time you load up Ranked League of Legends, you will do this method. And I promise you, it's impossible to not get to Masters. Doing this consistently, it won't just take you 1 month and a week. No, it might take you 2 years, bro. But you will never get good at something quickly. And you should always come into something in the long term, because who knows how big League is gonna grow, right? By getting good at League and reaching Masters in League, it means you're in the top 0.01% of someone at skill, of a population of one of the biggest games, and it shows you've showed mastery, right? This can then be applied to anything you do in life. Like, when I got really, really good at boxing, I also got better at League, you know? You've stuck to something and you've got good enough, and you've gotten really good at it. And you've mastered, if anything, a certain aspect of that thing. And I think that's beautiful. Well, not me justifying my 10,000 hours in this game. Before we get into the tips, I'm gonna need you to play rock, paper, scissors against me right now. Rock, paper, scissors. If I beat you, subscribe. Okay, so step 1. The first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna pick one role, and you're gonna pick 2 champions. Now, if you wanna fill and play multiple roles, again, click off this video. It's not for you. That is not how you're gonna get masters in a guaranteed way. That's not how my strategy works, okay? You're gonna pick one champion. Now, this doesn't mean you're gonna one-trick this champion forever, no. In League, when you pick a champion, once you've mastered a champion, you can go on to learn others. And once you've learned to master one champion, it's way easier to master others. But we're looking at mastery here. And to get to Diamond, we're going to have to master something, okay? And so this approach will use focus and consistency to do that. By picking and focusing on one role, you can learn and master that role much faster. So, although this process might take you a long time, it can also take a it can take a really short time if you put in that much and sacrifice that much to this discipline. But first of all, you're going to pick a role: jungle, top, mid, ADC, support. You're going to pick one. And once you've picked the role that you want to play, you're going to pick one main champion in that role. That main champion is going to be the first champion you master. And it needs to be a champion that you really like. This champion cannot be the meta champion that you've heard is really good or win you the most games. No. Pick something that you think looks really cool. Even if you think that looks really hard and someone of your ability wouldn't be able to pick up that champion, pick up that champion. You can learn. It's going to be hard. You're going to struggle at the beginning, but you can learn. I believe in you. You can do it. Okay, so now once you have that one champion, you're going to pick a second champion. Now, this second champion is going to be someone that has to be very easy to learn. Like Annie, we're looking at, someone made a list on YouTube, I'm going to link it in the description, of easy to learn champions, but it's going to be someone easy to master. So very low skill floor. This champion is going to be the champion you pick when your main champion is banned or you really can't play the main champion like it's in. Like, it's bonus points if you can pick a secondary champion that's very different from your original. I'll give you an example now. So my main role was jungle. My main champion was Echo, and I chose Echo because I thought he looked really cool. So, you know, he looked cool as hell. His champion and his kit is so cool. I love the time aspects, like in games, like Tracer I really loved in Overwatch, but like anyone that can like use time, I think is sick. So I loved his time abilities and time theme and the idea of like reversing time. And also I watched some cool plays on Synapse, and I thought Echo plays looked sick. Like when I watched Echo plays, they looked so cool. And so he was definitely above any kind of skill of any champion I've learned before, but I really wanted to learn him. And because I enjoyed him, I have played over 5,000 games on this character, by the way. In the first year that I played him, I played the 10th most Echo games globally in the whole world. Okay. I love, and I'm not bored of him. I can play Echo forever, man. This champion is, I love him. I love him. There's other champions though that I play that are really strong, that I'll win loads of games with, that I'll get bored with in like 2 games. So you need to find your champion, the one that's got the sauce, you know, the one that you find sexy. Okay. And my second champion was Briar. Now, Briar was a really good choice. Now, I had a few other secondary champions, but the best one that ever worked for me, and is working for me right now, is Briar. Briar is lower mastery because her W is like a lock-on. She goes berserk, and you can't really aim her stuff. So I don't really have to worry too much about like micro for autoing and stuff. She kind of plays herself. It's mainly based on landing good ultimates and using your W and stun, like timing it correctly. But those things are quite easy to learn. And also, she's AD. She's AD and she's a bit of a frontline, so she's different from Echo. Like, they're very different. And I can now, usually the champions in the situations where Echo isn't good, I can pick Ryan out, and she really usually is good. So yeah, they benefit each other well. I've also learned Viego and Brand, but before we go into, like, you cannot pick more than 2. In this approach, if you're below Diamond, do not pick more than 2. You're an idiot if you do. Listen, I know you're not even an idiot, but just go off the video, bro. It's up to you. And do this now. That's right. I will no longer continue this video. Pause the video right now. Finish this step before we go on, because if you're not willing to do this, again, this approach is not going to be for you. So actually, come on, take action. Pick your role, pick your champion, and pick your secondary. Go. All right, step 2. So I'm assuming you've done that. Okay, before performing any sport activity or doing anything that requires quite a lot of skill, you warm up. And with League, that's no different. Your ability as a player is defined by 2 things: the ability of your macro and the ability of your micro. What are these 2 things if you're new and you don't really understand? So macro is just game knowledge. Macro is decision making, knowing what strategies to implement in what scenarios, knowing what matchups happen and what matchups win. And basically, it's not just the knowledge, but the wisdom that comes along with that knowledge. So what should you do with which has the best and like most optimal chances of success in said situation? That's macro. The other thing that defines your ability as a League player is micro. So micro is how good you are actually mechanically at the game. Like, you'll look at that Irelia guy he's from Korea. Oh my gosh, his micro is probably that shit makes me, honestly, that micro is beautiful. This is, again, how good you are at team fighting, how proficient you are in your ability usage, how quick you are, how good you are at dodging abilities. This is the technical aspect. So how good you are at clicking. These 2 things combined make you an amazing player. Imagine you would be a 10 out of 10 player if you made every single correct decision, knew all of the matchups, knew how to play the game. You're this ultimate wise macro leader with the ability of a soldier, the ability to execute on all those things perfectly. If you can do those 2 things, I don't know, bro, like, you're better than Faker. What we're trying to do, because right now, let's be honest, bro, if you're watching this video and you're below Diamond, you are scum, okay? Like, no offense, but you are bottom of the barrel. I would not recognize you. Your micro is probably, you know, around here. My micro is bad, bro. When I was in gold, my micro is dog shit, but your micro is probably around here, and your macro is probably, it's probably better. My micro was way worse, so yeah. It's probably around here. And I'm here, okay? You can't even see my hands, bro. So we need to get those up. How are you gonna warm up your micro, first of all? So micro is very easy to warm up. I'm gonna guide you through the process. There are numerous sites that you can use to improve your micro, but I use the one recommended to me by Coach Curtis, and that is League of Skillshot. Before every League of Legends session, you're gonna go to Start, Skill and Dodge, Ranked, and you are going to use this and play this and do this for around 10 minutes. I would say 10 minutes every single time. Now, me personally, I do around 30 minutes on like days that I'm really trying to improve. I will try to do 30 minutes. So 30 minutes is extra credit, but you do not need to do 30 minutes. 10 minutes at least every day. I think it's better to do something that you know you're going to be consistent in than push to do 30 minutes and then because it's so long and so tiring for you, you don't do it in the future. Do what you know you're going to be consistent in, just bonus points if you do 30 minutes. You are going to, again, click and do this until you die. You're going to aim for the highest score possible. Again, the main focus is going to be dodging the fireballs and aiming your skill shots. This is going to be really uncomfortable for some of you. Like League of Legends is a clicking game. And I know my friend, he came from like Call of Duty and that was a controller game. So he was really uncomfortable using a mouse and keyboard at first. This is something that like players like me don't really think about because I've been playing like games like League and similar to League on PC for my whole life. But for someone who had a console growing up, if you are a console player coming to League of Legends, I would say that this is something that you're going to definitely struggle with. And so this is amazing for you. For other players who are less good at micro, like I used to be terrible at micro, and especially when I first started playing this, I got really low scores. But for those of you that are the kinds of players that want to improve that micro, this game is great for you. And again, if you're a player who thinks that you're better at like decision making than you are actually like mechanically playing, then this is kind of your chance to build that micro ability up to match your micro level. And honestly, the worse micro you have, the more this game will help you like reduce that weakness. And you'll notice it immediately. By doing this as a warm-up too, what it means is that when it comes to ranked and you actually start to play the game, you just feel so much more comfortable and your body will naturally learn how to dodge skill shots. Your body will learn how to dodge threats. And I'm telling you, your team fighting, you'll do things that you don't even realize your mind is capable of doing. Like you're going to be dodging and diving and playing team fights so much better just by doing this consistently every day. Now, once you get a score and once you die, I want you to enter your name and record your highest score for the day. I want you to write it down in a separate application. Now, when I started using it, I was getting around 2,000. And now I would say, I mean, you're going to see me on daily leaderboard. I would say that usually I can enter in the top 10, especially if I wake up earlier. I can get around 8,000 if I'm like really, you know, feeling myself. And that I built that from 2,000. I recommend this to one person and he was on 200 points, but he built up to around 1,000, 2,000. So again, it's just something that I want you to do every single day. Your micro will get better and you're going to get better at this and you're going to notice the improvements. It will warm you up before your rank game. Some other notes, because it's not very clear sometimes. You kill them with the Q. Your E is like a dash. Again, put this for me. Echo's dash ability is on E, but you want to put this middle ability that makes you dash. You want to put that on whatever champion you're using's dash ability, because it will help you. Like for me, I naturally know to dodge with my E because I play Echo, and that's his movement ability. But you might want to change that. That's a really good tip. And same thing with your Q. Echo's Q is a shoot, is a projectile. But if your champion's like projectile is not on Q, it usually is though. But if it's not, then you can change that there. And the other thing is you also have a flash. And if you have mine is set to flash on D, actually I think it's triggered on both, so it will work on both. But yeah, you might want to check that just in case too. Those are my tips for that. Okay, step 3. So the next crucial thing to focus on is your build and your rune page. These two things are incredibly crucial to like the odds of you improving and winning the game. And if your goal is to get to diamond, you're going to have to win more games than you lose, right? So any kind of way that you can improve and help yourself do that, you're gonna do. You should do. That's why builds and items are important. And there's something that don't even require any brain power. You can't fail them. You just do what is the best build is, right? And by doing that, you will naturally win more games. So if you're not doing that, you're just... What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Click off, bro. Join the other guys. Now, this is hard. Like, how does me, this bronze player, bro, if you're bronze, bro, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna get you out. I'm gonna get you out, bro. But, okay, I'm a bronze player. I'm stuck. I'm hard stuck, bro. I used to say that all the time. How do I know what to build? Because the meta changes all the time, bro. Panda Senpai, Lawrence, the meta changes, so how do I do this? Let me nice you, bro. Let me nice you, bro. What does Kendrick say? What does Kendrick say? Let me put y'all on game. Let me put y'all on game. Let me put y'all on game. I'm gonna put the link in the description. You're gonna go to LOL Analytics, League of Legends Analytics, okay? This is important, okay? So pay attention. You're gonna go to Masters Plus, and you're gonna type in your champion that you picked, your #1 champion, okay? You're gonna type that champion in. Okay, this not only is gonna tell you what skills to order and what skills to build, like in order. Again, you should just copy this for now. Until you're diamond, honestly, don't worry about why. If you can worry about why, then good. But really, let's just focus on getting your micro and macro up. And you can worry about like figuring out specific reasons as to why you do certain things after you get to diamond. Trust me, in diamond, you're gonna have a lot of time to figure out shit because there is gonna be so much to learn to get you past that low master's barrier. Okay, and in League of Legends, you're gonna go to collection, runes. Every time there's a patch, you're just gonna create a new one. I mean, obviously you can keep it when it's there, but you're gonna create a new one and you're just gonna copy the primary runes of the primary and secondary of the highest win rate. That's all you're gonna do. So if I use this as an example, the primary runes, I'm gonna go to precision and I'm just gonna copy them. So she does this, Cupid de Grace, and we do sudden impact and treasure hunter. That's crazy, actually. I didn't realize that you do tenacity and slow resist on Briar, so I'm actually gonna have to change that in my own rune page. I have my own rune page for this, but you're gonna do that and you're gonna name it your champion name, and you're gonna do that with your secondary champion too. Oh my god, I'm stuttering, bro. That way you're always going to have your rune page sorted out and you will feel the difference. I'm telling you, I promise you, you will feel the difference. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go to items. You're gonna create a new item set. You're going to click this little circle here, pick out your champion. So I'm gonna say Briar, for example. I kind of need to do this actually because my Briar, I haven't set up the ones for the new season. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick the one on the far left. I don't care. I don't want you to look anywhere past the first item. Before you hit diamond, don't worry about items. So as long as you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it will make you climb. You are always going to do well, okay? Start thinking about the extra combinations you want to add after diamond, I promise you. So when you're done, it looks like this, and it means that you have, again, a reference so that every game you are playing with a good build, every game. Step 4. Okay, so this is going to be the hardest step for most of the people, I think, estimation-wise, that watch this video, because I think this is the hardest thing to do in general, and that's to play ranked, to get over your ranked anxiety and play ranked. So many people I know that play League and are too scared to play ranked, and I think it's sad because I feel like a lot of people would genuinely enjoy ranked. Like, there's a lot of toxicity, there is a lot of bad vibes and bad energy in the League scene, and I do think it scares off a lot of people from playing ranked. But listen, if your goal is to get to diamond, I'm gonna need you to play ranked, play some solo queue. Don't play duo queue only. You need to learn how to carry games by yourself. If you play duo queue, your friend will help you climb and you might climb faster, but it's just gonna come at the cost of you really having the ability to face situations alone. Once you get to Masters rank, you're not allowed to duo anymore. So if you want to really grow and develop past Diamond into Masters, you're going to have to relearn a lot, and it's going to actually burn a lot of time for you because you could have learned it right now when, you know, you're by yourself. I'm going to say that every time you want to play League, which is going to be around 3 days, at least 3 to 4 times a week, okay, if you want to improve and get to Diamond. Each of these sessions needs to be at least 2 games, in my opinion, and 3 to 4 games at most. If you're playing more than this, you probably, and I don't know you, maybe you're built different, but you're probably going to not be focused. Again, when I say, and when you're playing ranked, you're going to be playing ranked seriously. You're not going to have porn in the other window or be watching another series or a documentary about P. Diddy or about Kendrick destroying Drake because Drake is taking L off the L, and I wish I was in America to go crip walk at the clubs. If you're watching this in a year, this is like a very old reference, but yeah. You cannot play optimally and grow fast if you're not focused. So when you're playing 3 to 4 games of pure focus, you're going to be tired probably at the end of it. That also means that it's probably not best to listen to lyrical music. I usually play best when I've got classical music on. No joke, like genuinely, as if I'm studying for an exam, I play League with classical music, and my brain is open up to think about better possibilities. It's why I play with like gaming ambience too. If you join my stream, sometimes I'm listening to Skyrim soundtracks and people are like, bro, what are you doing? But it's genuinely so that I can focus and play better. Now, again, this is going to be scary and you're going to lose games, but you can't be scared of losing. If you're going to get better at something, best believe you're going to have to take L's. And if you're not ready to take L's, if you're not ready to lose, you shouldn't play League. A lot of your journey is going to be losses, but I think that's such an amazing thing about League. You really have to get good at losing. And The best League players, I think, become so good and successful outside of League too, because they're good at taking L's and learning and building from their mistakes. It makes you very resilient, and I've noticed that it's had an impact in outside my life too, and it's why I was really, really good at boxing. Which is crazy because, you know, you wouldn't really assume League and boxing kind of relate, but they do. Now, before playing these games, you're going to go into settings, you're going to go into interface, and you're going to change this to pre-made only. If you are below diamond, anything any of your teammates say or ping or blame you for is irrelevant. Remove them. You will climb 5 times faster, believe it or not, if you do not listen to what these bums are saying. I'm a master player, listen to me. All of their opinions on you doing badly is irrelevant, okay? Turn it to party chat. Your experience will be so much better. I want you to imagine you're playing with 4 AI, okay? And when you're playing these ranked games, I want you to be focusing only on yourself. You are the only consistent factor in every game. So the best way to grow and win more games and rank higher, again, we're thinking long-term, not short-term. We're thinking long-term. So if you want to be playing this for 5 months, at the end of 5 months, you might take a lot of losses at the beginning, but if you have a good mindset, 100% you're going to win way more games. Over a week, you're going to play way more games, and the more turned on you are in each game, the more likely the odds are of you winning. And so you're just going to climb naturally. Believe in the process. And remember, flex games do not count. Flex games and normal games do not count. You will not grow in those. If you are going to watch this video and try to do this process in normal and flex, get off the video, bro. You can go too, bro. You can go too. Okay, step 5. Now, this is the secret sauce, bro. This is the secret sauce. After playing a ranked game, if you win, you're gonna go into your next ranked game. If you lose, I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do. Every time you lose, you're gonna go in profile, you're gonna go on match history, you're gonna download the replay. I know it's gonna hurt. I mean, this game lost. Look, I'm on a 5-game win streak. I'm in Masters right now and it's going crazy, but you're gonna download this and you're gonna open it up. Now, while you're salty, listen, you're gonna be going through emotions because you lost. You're not gonna be happy. It's gonna be horrible, actually. You're gonna be a bit pissed off. But I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do. You're gonna watch this replay until you find one thing that you did wrong. So what I'll usually do is I'll click on me and I'll fast forward. Because, bro, honestly, watching these losses, man, sometimes it can just feel horrible, bro. I'm gonna watch, again, as a jungler, it's different from you guys. But I'm gonna watch until I do something that's like really bad, that I can improve on. And this is actually a really good point. So I knew that Kha'Zix was here. And where I fucked up, actually, this is a really good point. Oh my god, I'm actually so glad I did this. Guys, oh my god, look, I'm taking my own advice and it's working. Crazy. I used my W in the Wolves camp. I did not need to. I knew that they warded me on my wraps so Kha'Zix can come invade me. And if I W'd this bush, I have an insanely higher chance of winning this game. This was such a dumb... Oh my god, this was so dumb. I didn't have my W up and I lost because of this. So this is why you do it. Look, oh my god, I literally just proved my point. So if you're going to do this for every loss, this is why you don't skip. I get picked here, by the way. I die. Anyway, we're not going to watch that. Oh my god, please. Guys, that wasn't me. And then you're going to leave. And you're going to carry on playing ranked. It's really that simple. That's all you're going to do, guys. Every time. It's all you're going to do. It's all you're going to do. Now, this will help increase your macro. We're working on your micro in the skill game, the skill dodge. This will improve your macro. And so by doing both these things every day, you're going to increase and get better. Panda Senpai, how do I know what I did wrong? Well, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can watch some YouTube videos that I'm going to put here for each role, and these videos are really good at showing you what you should be doing. And so then you can look at yourself and how you played and compare it to those videos and see if you did the right thing. Or if you still can't, if you are that stubborn and you really believe you played the game perfect, no mistakes, that's where you get a coach. I'm going to start offering coaching sessions for people that are interested. If you are interested, hit me up in Discord and we can sort something out. Pretty cheap right now because I'm starting out and I want experience. Let me know, DM me. We'll see what the situation is currently. And if you don't have the money for coaching, what I would say, if you're kind of 5-head, remember, stop crying about being broke, okay? First of all, get your money up. Get that motion. But second of all, join a Discord server with loads of League players like mine. Join my League Discord, by the way. Join my League Discord and hit up someone in high elo in one of those servers. You can go to like an Echo mains or whatever champion you mains Discord find out a lot of them are sorted by rank. Click on one of the high rank people, DM them. Bro, League players, best believe they don't have friends. So go hit them up and say, hey, can you look at my game? They'll probably message you because, damn, they're probably shocked that someone wants to speak to them. Go save a League player, bro. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. That's all you have to do. You follow these steps, I guarantee you will hit Masters. It's gonna take you a while, don't get me wrong. It won't come fast, it won't come quick. Depending on how much work you put in. I mean, if you put in a lot of work and you're really focused and disciplined, it actually won't take you long at all. And some of you are gonna be really, really talented at video games naturally, so you just need to just kick up the bum to kind of guide you. Some of you, like me, okay, it's gonna take a while. Trust me, you're gonna get flamed by your friends, by lots of people. But if you're disciplined, you stay focused, you'll get there. Most people did not believe that I would get to Masters. 3 months ago, when I was like fully playing League, I was in Challenger games. So again, well, I had a Challenger in my game, you know. I mean, right, come on, Challenger games, Challenger in my game, same thing. For the bonus tip, pick a streamer. Pick a streamer who plays your role or your champion. And watch them every day. For 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, doesn't matter, 5 minutes, watch them. And you're going to pick up naturally so many things that they do, so many strategies, your brain will remember them. Even if you're not actively trying, your brain will remember them. And you're basically grinding League ranked games without actually having to risk your own rank. I stream personally every single day. I play Echo usually and Briar and Viego, but I might start learning some new junglers soon to kind of expand my pool. But I play jungle and I'm live every single day at twitch.tv/PandaSenpai, so check me out. I'm going to be live probably as soon as I upload this. Remember guys, post your champion that you picked in your role and let me look at your OPGGs and watch your OPGGs like grow and develop. I think it'll be really cool. Thank you guys, that was straight to the point. There's no lies said, 100% guaranteed. See you in Masters.